In this video, we're going to take a little bit closer look at control points, how to add them, modify them, and what some of the options are we have available. We have our freeform face part brought back to its original shape. Now you'll notice that the add points is grayed out until we have a curve selected. So let's go ahead and add one control curve in the middle of our part. We can hit escape, and I'm going to add some control points to it. I'm simply going to add 3 control points at various locations along the control curve, then hit escape. Inside our control points section, we have a few options. Snap to geometry allows you to snap to sketch reference curves or reference points. In this case, we don't have any reference sketches to snap to, but this is going to be good for a later point in time where we're going to talk about how to accurately control your curves. The next set of options we have deal with triad orientation. When we select a control point and we manually move it, the curve that is created dictates the orientation of our triad. So you'll notice that we have a curve and a surface option, which are going to be fairly similar in this case because we're only dealing with one control curve. But then we also have a global option. The global option will keep the triad oriented to the coordinate system inside your part. So this means our green arrow is always going to be located vertically with our Y direction, the red with X, and the blue with Z. This is a great way to more accurately control your curves and control points by manually inputting values. For instance, we could keep X in the same location, we can keep Z in the same location, and we can only move in the Y direction. This allows you to more closely control the curvature that's created with these points. The option for triad follow selection simply moves the triad to the different control points as it's selected. If you deselect this option, the triad simply stays where it is. Even though you're modifying those points, the triad is going to stay at the last known selection. So I'm going to keep that triad follow selection option on. If we select multiple points, for instance, this right point, and then control select the left point, it's going to go to a position that's intermediate between the two. We're only modifying the 2 outside curves in this case, but we could also easily select all 3 points by holding down the control key and move all 3 at the same time. This is a great way to slowly modify your geometry by moving one point around and then pull multiple points out to move the entire face. So as you can see, there are a few different ways for you to add and modify control points, and they're very helpful whenever you're modifying geometry. So make use of all the available options and see what they can do when you're modifying this kind of geometry.